There's 3 ways in doing a technique. You can do it wrong, you can do it right, and you can do it good. I'm a person, I always try to do something good.
Es ist wie ein Dorf hier. Also es ist so eine Gemeinschaft ringsrum um die Schmiede. Man kennt sich, also wir kennen halt viele Nachbarn, die kennen uns. Und es ist auch so ein bisschen Zusammenhalt. Und das ist natürlich im großen Berlin eher selten, dass man das hat.
I'm Martin, and I will say that in German because it's very impressive. I am Schneidwerkzeugmechaniker in der Fachrichtung Schneidemaschinen- und Messerschmiedetechnik. Yeah, that actually is a profession in German. I started my apprenticeship almost 33 years ago, so that was quite a time. And a little more than 20 years ago, I started out here in Rixdorf, which is actually the oldest forge in Berlin. Definitely 400 years old, but probably older.
It's obviously run by a married couple, and their daughter used to work here as well. So there's definitely that element, and it's a very sort of familiarly run place.
If I tell the story, it's something like, most people say, nah, you made that up. Nobody gets to know people like that. Long time ago, on a Saturday evening, I went like dancing, and I just like saw my wife, well, she was my wife back then, and then all of a sudden we ended up being married. not on the same evening, but and back then I was still in my apprenticeship, so that we work together now is not a result of our professions, but her profession is probably a little bit a result of me doing metal.
Mein Vater hat, als ich 16 war, schon gesagt, dass Goldschmied eigentlich der richtige Beruf für mich ist. Da wollte ich aber eigentlich noch Musiker werden und sein. Und das mit dem Musiker sein hat dann nicht so geklappt. Also ich habe sehr viel musiziert, sehr viele Instrumente gespielt. Aber so richtig der Beruf war es dann nicht. Das Rhythmusgefühl. Also wichtig ist, dass man ein gutes Rhythmusgefühl hat. Also jetzt, wenn man schmiedet zum Beispiel, mit dem Hammer arbeitet, oder das klingt ein bisschen banal, aber auch beim Feilen ist es wichtig, dass man dann einen gleichmäßigen Rhythmus hat, einen gleichmäßigen Zug, wie beim Cello-Spielen. Also es ist tatsächlich die Mischung aus das Alte erhalten, was Neues erschaffen und selber künstlerisch zu gestalten und tätig zu sein. Es ist sehr vielfältig, der Beruf. Also es ist wirklich...
It's something that's dying out, and I think it's important to keep it. It used to be the case that, every village had a smith, because people need ironwares and they have to get there, and obviously you don't need that now because you can just use Amazon. If I were to make you a knife now, that knife, pretty much, it will last you your life, one knife. But, you can get decent enough knives for, probably 10 euros or something. If it's longer than 5 inches, it's going to cost more than 10 to sharpen it, basically. So you might as well buy a new one. That's just something that we have in society as a whole, that sort of throwaway culture of just buy something new because it's there. I think it would be better if more people did, if they had a more meaningful connection with the stuff that they use.
That is something that is actually affecting the business of people right here. And that's the thing about gentrification. Prices rise and all of a sudden people that used to live there suddenly can't afford their own housing. There's this family who has been like renting carriages for over 100 years. And a few years ago, they had to stop doing that because people that moved here were annoyed by the smell of the horses. It was like rich people moving here and suing people that have been here for over 100 years because the smell of the horses was annoying them. It could happen to me that some person renting an apartment says, well, I don't want to have the smell of the forge and I don't want to have the sound of the hammering. And unfortunately, for some things you have laws in Germany, and if things go really bad, we would have to close our business.
It's not just pretend. You get lots of people that come here and ask us, you know, like, wait, do you actually work here? Like as a real thing, or is it just a show? Because obviously it's just not something you necessarily expect nowadays. But yeah, it's definitely got more worth, I would say, just because it's actually still in use and not just, you know, it's not a museum in that sense.
Also ich finde es ganz wichtig, die alten Werte und die alten Dinge zu erhalten. Also alte Schmuckstücke kann man ja aufarbeiten oder umarbeiten und dann können die ja weiter getragen werden und weiter belebt bleiben.
There's nothing new to what I'm doing. It's like even before the Iron Age, people were hammering blades made from bronze.
Also am Anfang sind die Ringe keine Ringe. Also es ist so ein unförmiges, eckiges Teil. Das muss eben erstmal rund geschmiedet werden. Und am Ende wird dann poliert und das ist so der Aha- und Wow-Effekt. Also das ist sehr emotional und eigentlich auch meine Lieblingssache. Also mein Traum ist schon, dass wir als Familie hier jeder nach seinem Belieben und nach seinen Möglichkeiten seinen Bereich hat, den er erfüllt. Und es gibt genügend Bereiche, wo alle mitmachen können.